We're out here at the 58th Annual East Jeep Safari.
You know how to drive a manual, right?
Oh, we're ripping up out there.
Then a Gone-Gpn sticker, and then we're gonna be perfect.
Hey, my name is Liam. I have a small channel called Jeep Sheep TV, and I am also part owner of Gone-Gpn. I'm going to be your host for today. I'm going to guide you through this journey to Moab, Utah, so buckle up. We're going to Moab. If you didn't know, the Gone-Gpn members are scattered all over the country. I live in Wisconsin and Michael Harrington lives in Indiana, and both of us found it most convenient to fly this year, which means we had to wake up really early to get to the airport. Mike decided to film his journey, I decided to drive my journey, and this is video of Michael Harrington looking out the window. My nearest airport is Minneapolis and Mike's nearest airport is Indianapolis. Both of us Appleses decided to descend upon Salt Lake City this year so we could drive down to visit Tyler. But more on that later. First, we're going to meet each other in the airport for the first time since last year.
So that's what we're going to be doing the next 5 days, huh?
This is what we're doing.
For that angle.
Now that we were safely on the ground, Tyler's wife Sarah came and picked us up from the airport and transported us to a place with goats.
So this one's name is Concha. They call him Wancha.
This is Sarah. She's great, and I have no idea what she just said. But it's okay. She says it again.
Oh, this is Concha. We call him Wancha. This is Stacy. She's the bestest. And this one is Linguini. And that one's Swiftwind.
You have the safety whistle, okay, in case Mike gets too handsy. And then Mike's got the bottle opener because he's not driving.
Will you come save me if I blow the whistle?
Yeah. Tyler, help! I need an adult!
It's gonna be hard to find in our group.
Right?
This is Tyler Donaldson. Tyler's the reason that Mike and I were able to make it to Moab this year. Both of us had limited schedules and limited budgets. So Tyler offered to pick us up from the airport and let us borrow one of his Jeeps for our trip down to Moab this year. If for whatever reason you didn't know, Tyler is one of the owners of Gone-Gpn, just like Mike and myself. Tyler has a long history in the off-road industry. He is the owner of Backcountry Threadworks, where he makes military-type textiles like molly panels and other tactical gear. Tyler got involved with Rick Payway through JP Magazine, where he went on one of the Durton drives, and they've been friends ever since. Tyler is also well known for formerly being a member of the large YouTube channel Bleepin' Jeep.
Is this one of those videos where I have to talk at the camera too, Mike?
Well, there you go, Mike. All our stuff is in this box. So I'll talk to you for a minute about this. Why on earth are we putting stuff in a box? Mike and I just flew in. I mean, we woke up at what, 4 in the morning, got on an airplane, and now we're in Utah at Tyler's house, and he is kind enough to give us a Jeep to drive. But these beautiful old Comanches don't have a lot of room in the cabs, so we had to reach out to Tuffy, and actually they came in and saved the day because they got us this locking box here. I think it's like the mid-sized truck box. It's a generic box that you can put in. What I really like about it is you can open it from the top and you can open it from the front, which both are locked right now. But you can get in just about any way. So if you have a weird shaped rig like this one, it's going to work out. And look at this. It's perfect with the top of the truck. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It turned out really nice. I'm really excited to have our stuff locked and safe as we go and do EJS. So
Do that wipe again.
yeah. I'm so excited to drive this thing.
It's a good Jeep.
Yeah.
You know how to drive a manual, right?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mike. See you after Easter Jeep Safari. This would be the second time in a video I've made the joke that we're leaving Mike behind. Wonder how many times I can get away with it.
Here we go. Boy, that sounds good. No! Okay, hold on here. Boy, that battery goes slow. I have a feeling this is not going to be fast. Okay, well, we'll start rolling backwards here. Oh no! That was not pretty. Okay, that was weird. Oh, okay. It like was really sputtering there at 3,000 RPM. Hey, we hit 30. First. Oh, this guy's gonna ruin our entire acceleration. Overdrive. That's reverse. Do I look like I know what I'm doing?
Yeah, we're not getting jerked around too much.
I don't think we can. I mean, the way that this thing comes out, I can barely even tell when it engages. So you see here, the speed limit is 80 miles an hour. And we are pedal to the floor at 64 miles an hour. And we've got ourselves another gear yet. Look at that. Wow. Hey Mike, should we take the truck runaway ramp? We're in a truck. Let's run away. Giving her a little bath here. These 4 cylinders are kind of, I don't know if they're known for this, but I know them for this. Having a lot of oil on the valve cover, and it's just a crankcase pressure issue. It appears that this guy here, this rubber is just shot, and the oil can just get out here and flow around. It's not the end of the world. It's pretty normal, kind of stinky, kind of messy, but keep her topped off and it'll keep going.
Well, we made it. Good night. We arrived in Moab a few days ahead of the Easter Jeep Safari general festivities, and we did that to attend the Hoplite Venture Trek Off-Road Fundamentals course put on by Clifton Slay and his ragtag group of off-road experts.
Check 1, 2, this is a mic check. Hey Liam, talk for me up there, just mic check.
You're checking with your shotgun?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that sounding? I'm going to keep my volume level up, keep talking about this loud like I'm presenting something.
Each morning we meet at Cliffhanger Jeep Rentals and we discuss different fundamentals of off-roading, all the way down to the basics of this is a radio, this is when to use it, this is what four-wheel drive means, all the way up to spotting and rock crawling and winching and you name it. I'm not going to show you all of the different things that we learned in that course because we actually have separate videos on that are posted on Gone-Gpn for you to watch.
Hey Mike, where are we? What are we doing?
How'd we get here? Where are we at?
Well, there's a few Jeeps, some other stuff going on.
Somewhere outside of Moab, somewhere. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day.
We're at Clifton's event. He's teaching people all about their rigs, and we're learning, holding cameras, but we're just quietly standing by and letting him teach others.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's beautiful out, so we can't complain.
No complaints whatsoever.
We want to encourage you to attend the event. I think everyone should go to something like this and just learn the basics of off-roading. No matter how smart you think you are, there's always something you're going to learn, and it's just a good time hanging around like-minded people with a lot of expertise.
What are we doing here, Liam?
Eating a sandwich.
Okay.
Well, we've got cones out front here, and we're testing our ability to remember what Clifton taught us on hand signals. Ken's going to get me to drive over these cones. Now, what a few of you may know is I'm not the best with a manual transmission, and this has got a really rough idle, so we're going to be moving at really slow speeds. Probably, I'm going to try not to stall it, but we're going to be really close to it quite a few times. So,
When you say not that experienced with manual, how many vehicles have you driven with manual?
I've owned one, and I bought it at the beginning of this month. So,
Cool.
yep.
Okay. Camera will be watching.
Oh, good. Yeah! Already. Stay alive. Oh. You putting me on a rock to do this? Yes. That's why.
It's a manual transmission. Put it in third.
Put it in
tack
reverse.
to 3 grand and sidestep the clutch.
Blind. Go straight.
For the spot.
Hold on. Restart your engine.
Keep going. Alright, stop.
Stop.
Come on, baby. Burn up the clutch. Learn to drive a stick shift. And go like this. Oh, yeah.
Did I tell you to straighten your wheels?
That went well.
We are on the trail ride portion of day 1, and there's a rock obstacle right up here. So he just trained all of us in how to give hand signals and radio signals for spotting, and now we're going to be putting those to use. So I'm driving this old Comanche with a manual and a 4-cylinder, and although this rock ledge is something I would not find scary in my Wrangler, I've never done it in a manual, and I've never driven a manual off-road until today. So it's a lot of fun. It's cool to do these new things.
Well, how we doing, Liam?
I think we said we're hot and tired, but I don't think it's bad. I think we're doing really good. I'm loving 4-low. Let me tell you, you don't need to know anything about manual transmissions if you're in 4-low. You showing our speed?
Yeah.
We're flying, dude. There's a Bronco in the wild over here, so everyone take a nice big drink. But they're doing good. And I'm actually going to do a multi-point turn here. I'm sitting here. Oh my gosh, look at this. So I just put it in first gear because this was upside down and I saw the R. So now we're going to... Too good. Should I run into Maria?
She almost hit Rick last year.
Oh, that's right.
I should probably introduce you to Maria. We have a whole video about her on Gone-Gpn, so I'll keep this kind of brief. Maria's a YouTuber. She has her own channel. You don't have to watch her videos, though. Last year, Rick and Chris found her at a gas station. We felt pity on her and it kind of adopted her into the group, despite the fact that she doesn't actually drive a Jeep.
It's for sale.
Oh, she's essentially homeless, living in her old Land Rover with her dog named Blue. Blue is one of the best souls to have ever graced this earth, and unfortunately this is going to be his last year in Moab. At the time this was filmed, Blue was fighting cancer and he was battling like a champ, but it did eventually take him away from us. We'll never forget him, and we definitely cherish the times that we had. You'll see another dog with Maria and Blue. Her name is Taz. At the time, she had no name at all because Maria had actually just gotten her a day prior and threw her in the back of the Land Rover to go on an off-road adventure. Poor thing was traumatized. Anyway, Mike and I have done a lot of filming, and we're looking forward to going back to town.
Just found this on the side of the road. Liam's gonna pick it up. What we got there, Liam?
I'm gonna just like be that guy and say this is off the front of a Subaru. I don't know what it's off of. but I'm just gonna pretend that a Subaru got a little too crazy on the rocks. And you know what? We're not gonna leave this out here. That's not okay.
Pick up trash wherever you go, do you?
Do I take the trash wherever I go? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna take it home to my mom. That's
when
the
you're
clutch, not the brake.
when you're out wheeling, you should do that.
Oh, Clifton wants us to. He doesn't want us to make.
Let's go do the Tyree Light interview.
Oh,
What do you guys think?
he is gonna put us into
Like-
overtime.
How long are we going to be there?
20 minutes, start to finish.
Okay, go.
All right, so hey, we're here with Kenny from Tyree Lights, and he is sponsoring our Off-Road Fundamentals course this year.
You guessed it, we have a separate video for this on Gone-Gpn, so we'll fast forward through this part. We've wrapped up filming and Harry asked us if we were good. To which, of course, we replied, yes, we're good, we'll see you back at town. Bye, Harry.
What you got there, Liam?
I found treasures in the sand. It was like hunting for gems. Except these ones are just as shiny and not as cool. So, I'm gonna probably venture to say that they probably fell out of someone's truck that was not meaning to litter. Give them the benefit of the doubt, but it took not long to find this many. So we're gonna clean it up because that's what we do.
We tread lightly.
All right, Mike, you're the subject of this video. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we were shooting with Tyree Lights here, and so we had the lights on, and then afterwards we were putting our gear away as we did a few B-roll, and then Clifton's battery ran out of juice.
Let the record show that this moment is an hour and a half later than this moment.
20 minutes, start to finish.
So Liam pulled battery out of this Jeep, pulled battery out of that, and we brought that over to this Jeep to start the Jeep. Now we're taking the battery out that belongs to that Jeep out there to put it in that Jeep.
Wait a moment, let's go back. Somehow we've made it this far in the video without introducing you to Michael Harrington. Mike can be kind of sneaky and hide behind the camera most of the time, so you don't always see him in the videos that we make, but he has a hand in the vast majority of them.
Mike states that he first got into off-road filmmaking in the Marines when he traded his rifle for a camera.
His experiences are too long to list, but the highlights are that he had a studio in California and worked with a lot of people in Hollywood, and then later went on to produce the vast majority of the Ultimate Adventure videos. Mike has more experience than I do years of life, and he talks about a time when video was on this thing called film.
Day 2 of the off-road fun course, or fundamentals if you want to be lame. I like calling it off-road fun because we're having fun off-road. Today we walked into a dealership and we said, you know what, the Comanche is old and it idles rough and I don't know how to drive it. And I said, what can you give me for this old Jeep? And they said, that's the coolest thing we've ever seen, have a JL for just an even trade. So we're in this JL today. It's got, I don't know, apparently it has start-stop, it has disconnectable things and locking things, and more horsepower at 10% throttle than full throttle on the Comanche, and big tires, and it kind of just lumbers around. So I should probably mention that we didn't get it at a dealership, and it's actually Cliffhanger's Jeep that they're letting us use for the day because I believe they're helping out with this course. So they let us use their facility, and now they're letting us use one of their Jeeps so we can talk about them and show how they're helping support the industry. So
This makes it look real.
Day 2 is all about recovery.
Like that. We have a beautiful tree.
Are you filming me, filming them?
A lot more excitement.
Oh, what?
Okay. There's going to be some big Buffalo music going, big giant graphics.
My name is Vern Simons. I am an off-road enthusiast who gets to play with trucks and have made a career out of it somehow. This is my 1991 Jeep Comanche, also known as an MJ. And yeah, we're out here having fun.
My name's Harry Wagner. I'm one of the instructors here at Hoplite, driving my 77 Ford F-150. I'm also shooting photos for coverage that will be in a future issue of OVR magazine.
This magazine to be exact. And if you, oh, no, wrong one. This magazine to be exact. And if you look, most importantly, that's me. And that's me. And Mr. Harrington is hidden there.
Hi, my name's Trent McGee, and I'm one of the instructors at the Off-Road Fundamentals training course, and I'm driving my 1964 International Scout.
They put me in charge, so I'm trying to sabotage the whole thing naturally.
Mike and I aren't the only ones out playing in the dirt. While we were learning the basics, Chris was adventuring with some of the pros.
Where are we going?
Lockhart Basin.
Lockhart Basin. Cool.
Yeah.
So I've met these guys accidentally in Giliberto's burrito shop. And then my good friend Jesse Combs, who we ran the Rubicon with last year, had invited me to go on a ride with some guys on Lockhart Basin. And I show up and it's Dave Delight.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. So glad you guys are here. It's like a 60-mile, 70-mile trail.
Yeah, great time. We're going to camp out for a couple of nights.
A bunch of old Jeeps, Willys, and we've even got the some Land Rovers over here, some vintage series Land Rovers. They did gas one tire, and who knows what the other one was. Actually spun the tube. It's a tube tire. Really low air pressure, not a lot of traction on the rim. The tire spun. What do you got going on over here? Carburetor.
The secret is to make sure you have motor oil on your hands when you do this.
Well, it looks like dinner. I think I want to start dating him.
What's up?
Speaking of dinner, Mike and I have some shopping to do.
Grocery shopping. We've been here 3 days and we finally made it to the grocery store. And so for tonight, we're doing the chicken. I'm going to take care of cooking this one. And we have a sandwich for tomorrow. Williams sandwich. Where's these little roughage? Must have avocados. I like to surprise people when I pull an avocado out of my pocket.
John Porter is our grill master tonight. He drove up from Texas and brought some beautiful steaks with him that we're about to enjoy.
Slow down a little for you.
Yeah, you're good. John is a good friend of Tyler and Sarah, and he has been a welcome addition on multiple Gone-Gpn trail rides.
Yeah.
So these steaks, I learned fresh off the farm, fresh off the ranch, and they're half Wagyu and half red Angus.
Which half is Ragu?
Ragu?
That's the spaghetti sauce one. Sorry,
Just
asparagus.
Just grab a plate and dish it up. Are you ready to go?
Oh, you're killing our video here,
I'm
Mike.
sorry. Well, hold on. Let's do a take two. I interrupted. So sorry.
Okay. Hey, Mike, what are we doing?
Well, we're having a little steak.
This year we made our home base at the Lazy Lizard Hostel. It has affordable rates, adequate amenities, and is generally filled with a lot of really nice people. After dinner, we hung out with some other people staying at the Lazy Lizard, and they helped me drink my apple juice.
Yeah, this was full 5 days ago, and I got attacked by a group of 10 people, and they all drank it, and I had no part in that.
Yeah.
I will get hung up on this. You can tell somebody. See how it's all stretched out? The eyelets on your boots will get hung up on this, and you'll fall flat on your face, and your camera go in the dirt. It's a catastrophe.
He's right, the nets are terrible. Fortunately, our friend Greg, the owner of Unofficial Use Only, also a Gone-Gpn member, and myself have worked really hard to come up with something that replaces that net on the JL Wranglers and the JT Gladiators. It's called the OEM Plus Door Pocket, and it is a plastic insert that replaces the net and looks like an OEM part. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. If you have a JL or a JT, you need this product. Don't get any of the other Chinese stuff because this one is made right here in the USA by people who love Jeeps and who care. Okay, back to the action.
Good morning. Today is day 3 of the off-road fundamentals course that Clifton is putting together, and we are going on a trail ride for a lot of today, but we're also learning how to put on our seatbelts so it stops dinging at us while we're trying to film. Should be a good day. Right now we're driving to somewhere off the road. Little known fact about these rocks, these are actually like your average rocks that you'd find anywhere else, but the natives, when they were out here many years ago, they painted all of them red because it was their favorite colors. It's just amazing how much effort went into painting this entire area this beautiful red that we all enjoy. Here's all this good stuff here. All the buttons we don't really have in the Comanche. You know, we've got little things and fidgets that you can play with, and lockies. This guy, you have that in the Comanche, but this, it's you don't want to do that.
If you have ever wondered what it's like to drive while Mike is trying to film B-roll, this is that.
Jeep. Jeeps are cool.
Very cool. Just gonna come in front of you a little bit here.
Yep. Oh my gosh, we're gonna crash. I'm driving. I'm pointing.
Yeah, look like you're driving.
Talking.
Act like you're driving.
Let's see how Chris is doing.
Yes, coffee. Best part of waking up is the addiction in your cup. Because it's got the tail. It's like, this is just some guy on a right there. Computer. Like that.
shoot so you don't see lips moving, so you can cut this in with.
Right.
So look to your left just a little
over
bit.
there, those are the painted rocks.
Now just drive, but turn your head a little. No, we're good.
Other left.
You're good.
They painted this green because they liked frogs. I remember that one from history class.
Okay, so day 3, what we're working on is reinforcing kinetic rope recovery tools and their usage. In addition to that, we're going to use the high lift jack to actually winch and do some recoveries. And lastly, we're going to repair tires and rebead them.
I like Jeeps, they're nice.
What part of the training is this? What's going on here?
So this is sort of the culmination of everything. We're out here running a trail that's in Arches National Park, and it's pretty easy, but it's a good place for these people to get a little bit more experience playing with their vehicles with the rest of us, the instructors, along for the ride, so we can help them if they need it. But hopefully over the past 3 days we've kind of given them enough skills to do their own thing at this point. And so far so good. Nobody's there. Everybody's encouraged to ask for help if they need it, and so far nobody's asked for any help. Are stopped in a wide spot and they want to take pictures and then have everybody kind of pile up behind them so that they can stay in the front.
I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm a professional.
Copy, Dad.
That's what we do.
And we're going to hit pavement, and I'm going to take a right, and then I'm leaving. If it'll help, I can hit the button from here with my rock.
Oh, it's flashing.
Thank you so much. I'll see you again, all right? I'll see you again.
And that concludes the off-road fundamentals course and day 3 of our Moab adventure. Again, if you want to watch these videos more in depth, we have them on the Gone-Gpn channel for you to check out.
You want to go Jeeping?
Mike, I don't want to go Jeeping. I want to be Gone-Gpn. Right there. That's where I want to be gone. Going. Is gone like going with an accent? Gone-Gpn? There we are, Gone-Gpn. I'm not even wearing the hat today. Okay, guys, this is Monday, which is our day something, 4 maybe. Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at the road because I am driving yet another vehicle that I don't own, and I want to be careful with it because this is Chris Collard's truck. We are going to the Jeep presentation, and I'm going to do some filming, and I'm really excited to do that. And the best part is that I'm following one of the most gorgeous Jeeps in the world, Edla. Right, wait for it, right there. There's Edla.
Hi, Chris. Liam.
Where are we?
I'm standing next to Liam. He's got his phone pointed at me. There's Red Rock behind us. I see Jeeps back here too somewhere.
Right there, right there. Those Jeeps look really familiar. I think we've seen those before.
I think I saw them on the Gone-Gpn YouTube channel.
Yes.
I just did a video on all that
There
stuff.
was 15 years of Gone-Gpn photos. Well, it wasn't Gone-Gpn at the
like
time.
a slideshow.
But this guy, Mr. Collard, has been out here for a little while and has taken a lot of pictures.
16 years?
This is 16.
16 years.
Right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's like a 30-minute video of images of all of the Jeeps, and you can see the progression of how they built the concepts and how they treated the concepts the first
we
few.
were pretty raw back in that day. Like we just did a trail ride, and then we'd end up out at the sand dunes, and it was just a huck fest. Like, not just the media. We actually had like this guy named Simon, who was the head of Mopar at the time, and he launched one of the JKs so high in the air. Ken Brubaker was on his knee on one side, Ken Brubaker from Four Wheeler, and I was shooting long from the other side, and the frame is clearing Ken's head. It's like, it was a hold my beer, watch this moment.
And I believe that's the photo I used on the thumbnail. And yeah, because it's phenomenal. So that's the one to go check out, and we've got all of this year's concepts for you as well.
Yeah, so to finally answer your question, we were out at the first day of the 2024 Jeep concept and Gladiator drive. So, and today I'm just working, so I'm just taking photos. Drove Edla out. We should walk over and say hi to Edla.
We should say hi to Edla.
And tomorrow, Rick Payway, Graham Poobah of all things Jeep, and I are going to be out, and I get to like put my media hat on, and then we get to go drive them and play.
Cool. Hopefully the audio's good. I got my hand blocking the wind.
I do have a mic for that thing, Liam.
Boom. We teleported, Chris.
Yes.
Why is there an orange Jeep out here with all the cool new ones?
Well, you guys have probably seen it. We've got that series, slowly doing the series because on bandwidth overload, on the restoration of Edla, the Expedition de las Americas CJ7 from 1978-79, when Mark Smith and the whole crew from Jeepers Jamboree, Mike Arnold, Al Grimm, just like these iconic guys in the Jeep world, drove from Prudhoe Bay, or from Ushuaia, South America, to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska.
You can kind of see it on the hood still.
But lots of people have done that, but not too many people have gone through the Darien Gap. So that was their 30 days in the Darien, 31 days in the Darien. This is one of my favorite vehicles in the world, one of 5, and that did the expedition, and all 5 of them are still alive and kicking. So yeah, love it.
There it is.
Like you heard, there's something special about these concept cars. Usually as designers, we get to do concept cars and we only ever see them on a show stage. These get driven. These are scratched, they're bent, they go up the rocks. So we get to use them, you guys get to drive them. It's something really special, and I hope you're as excited about them as we are. And I hope you get as excited about playing with these Jeeps as we do. It really is such a special thing that we get to be a part of.
Chris Collard is one of my favorite people. He takes pictures for Jeep, writes for multiple magazines, has off-roaded on all 7 continents, is a member of the Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame, yet he will sit down and talk to you like you are the most important person in the room.
I'm keeping that for later.
Well, these are the outtakes.
We both did it. So
check.
That's the intro to the video. I'm sorry, guys.
Right. XYZ. Hey guys, so we had just had a brief moment here with Vince Volante. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you did.
Good.
Chris is also the reason why I was able to attend the Jeep concept presentation this year, and I think that's pretty cool. While Chris and I were at the Jeep presentation, Mike found his way over to Potato Salad Hill, and although there wasn't a whole lot of excitement or carnage going on, he did catch a couple buggies and a really cool Grand Cherokee going up the rocks. Fun fact, I don't know this guy, but I know a guy who knows this guy, and I guess he lives near where I live, which is nowhere near Moab. And so it's just kind of cool how by coincidence Mike was filming someone who I don't know, but know someone who knows because they live near me and we're on the other side of the country. This Jeep is called the 1-ton Dub. I assume he has 1 tons. And he's making Potato Salad Hill look really easy, so that's really impressive and good for him. haven't been to this obstacle, it's a pretty popular place to watch people break things and roll over, and therefore a lot of us film guys like to hang out here. Apparently Mike was striking out because everyone just crawled the obstacle and did a pretty great job. One of the rules of Easter Jeep Safari is if you pay for all of your meals, then you're doing it wrong. There are vendor events that happen all throughout town, and oftentimes if you're in the industry, you can get invited to these events. Tonight was special because there's this big pizza party type thing that was put on by Best Stop and Tuffy. And this year we had the Tuffy lockbox on the Comanche, and so we wanted to make sure that we made an appearance and said a big thank you for all of their support. And nothing says thank you like showing up and eating someone's free food. Some of you may recognize this guy. His name is Fred Williams. He had a TV show. He's got his own YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. And he's been running around all week in the Best Stop Jeep, which is this awesome 1954 CJ3B. If you haven't seen it already, Fred did a great video where he was driving in this Jeep with Rick Payway, and they just talked about Rick's life. It's such a great video. I highly encourage you to go and watch it on Fred's channel.
Good morning, I'm Rick Payway from Gone-Gpn. We're out here at the 58th annual Easter Jeep Safari, and we're looking at the Jeep concepts. They've got a handful of concepts out here this year that we're going to really get into. One of my favorites has always been old Wagoneers, right? And old flat fenders. Well, this is the new Wagoneer. This is pretty impressive. You also noticed wood grain, right? They didn't forget. So we're going to actually be driving all these around pretty much all day. And then we get to go drive new Gladiators, 2024 Gladiator, which of course is much more than just a Wrangler with a box on the back. Get more about that later. I've been out here driving these concepts since before Jeep started bringing their concepts out here. So it's been a lot of fun to see the development the last 15, 18 years, whatever it's been. I mean, they started with some real mild stuff and then quickly realized the capability that they had in the power of the aftermarket. So fortunately at that time I was full into journalism at Four Wheel and Off-Road magazine, so I got to ride that crest and even help them a lot with designing some of these concepts, and of course the JL and the Rubicon and a few of the other vehicles. So it's great to see how far they've come.
Day 5 is all about the Jeep concepts. Rick gets in with the designers and talks to them about the concept builds, everything that went into it, and asks them all sorts of really cool and interesting questions. Chris and I rigged up the vehicle with a bunch of cameras, front, side, interior. I walked around and filmed them, and unfortunately, none of the audio came through on the interior GoPro. So we had tons of silent footage of Rick asking wonderful, insightful, interesting questions that no one will ever hear or see because we never posted them. Here's some highlights, some cool images, and just know that we did go out and we did get all of the concepts in depth for you. We just never posted them.
How was it? No, that was awesome. Not often you get to drive one of these. 392, 60s, no lift. That's the other thing with 42 and pump tires.
We did have to, so you can see the Dana 60s. You'll see properly labeled the axle.
Oh, that's a nice axle label. No, this one's cool.
This was like one of the originals. This is badass. You remember, because that was 2009 when they came out with that.
That's like 15 years ago.
That's like, now we're the old guys we used to call old guys.
That's right. This one was cool because it was one of the first builds that had 40-inch tall tires, stock suspension basically.
Right.
And nobody else was doing it at the time. They chopped the windshield.
Yep.
You know,
chopped everything. What's the approach angle there?
Negative.
90. Negative?
Yeah, it's negative. The tires stick out farther than the bumper or the grill, so you could literally go up to a wall, concrete wall, and go up.
That year we used to go out to the sand dunes.
That's right. You ripped it up out there.
Just tearing it up. I got some great shots of you, just like in that thing with Mark, just like, you're filling the cab with sand.
Right, which most designers and engineers don't like, but man, it looked good on film.
I think they stopped letting us go out to the dunes after that.
That was the last time, yeah.
I'm giving you this video so you know what I'm doing. I'm running. This is me running. I have been running all day because they start over there, they drive around that way, and then over there, and then back to here. And to capture the shot, I do running. And I'm glad there's only 4 concepts, because otherwise it's a lot more running. Also, it might be raining soon. And I'm just as happy as can be. This is a lot of fun. The payway looking confused in this spaceship.
What do you want to do? Maybe subscribe, like, and enjoy all of our stuff that we do on Gone-Gpn?
Here's one of my favorite parts is this fabric, which is throughout the entire interior. And you can look at the little Jeeps. You got flat fenders. You got some real Jeepsters. You got JTs, JKs, JLs, just about everything. It'd take quite a while of staring at this stuff. I go blind trying to find all the cool little ones. But I like that. I would have this fabric.
You've been working a lot lately. I think you should take a nap.
You know,
we've prepared this for you.
The vacationer, yeah, this is like nap time. So I'm supposed to go out on a Gladiator drive with you guys, but I might just sneak in here and just fall asleep for 2 hours. And I would be catching up on everything I've been missing for the last 10 days.
2 hours will cut it, huh?
First world problems, right?
Yeah.
Been out here playing in Jeeps, photographing Jeeps.
While Chris rested, Rick and I went on a trail ride with the new 2024 Gladiators. Unfortunately, we used the same GoPro as before for the interior footage, so a lot of the footage is silent, and we'll never know what Rick is doing here. But I was able to capture some footage on my phone.
Okay, Rick, tell me where we are and what terrain we're encountering.
Well, we're in Moab, Utah.
Oh, okay.
Hear that thump?
I do. I hear the thump.
In a regular Rubicon or any other one, you'd be thrashed and thrown all over the place. This one has those hydraulic bump stops.
Is that new?
The trail was a lot of fun, the Gladiators were flawless, and just spending the whole day in a Jeep with Rick is one of the highlights of my week.
They call it Navajo Rock. The reason the entrance is called Navajo Rocks is because that's the name of the sandstone layer that we're driving in on, but of course that does look like a person looking this way.
This is called Wipeout Hill, and if you don't have the right line, you may wipe out. I've seen vehicles on their side, I've seen them on their tops, I've seen them all rolling all the way down. If you have a long wheelbase, it's usually a little easier. If you have front rear lockers and good tires there down, it's not that big a deal if you pay attention and do what you need to do. Right now we got Nina Barlow spotting everybody up, and for the most part, if you don't hear things go crash, bang, and search, you're doing well.
We did have enough footage to string together and post a video on this, so if you haven't seen it, check out the 2024 Gladiator video on Gone-Gpn. Partway through the ride, we switched drivers, and Rick was able to give me some pointers. Now I don't really know what's happening here, but if I remember right,
we're going to test the acceleration of the Mojave off-road, and Rick is preparing me to go fast, which we do. And it was a pretty fun ride. I mean, look at his hat. That concludes the video footage that I took for the day.
Just looks like a highway. It's an on-ramp.
While we were at the Jeep presentation, Mike and Clifton learned all about various recovery equipment with Brennan from Be Safe Recovery Products and Richard from Freedom Recovery Gear.
Stay in focus, remember, stay in focus.
Are we in charge of that?
You're kind of hiding the high lift jack back there.
Ready? Okay.
Now tension
That
is...
wasn't nerve-wracking in any way.
Okay. But it's all secured because this yellow caution line
Yeah.
is holding everything right through the standard.
I felt totally safe the whole time. Okay.
And you guessed it, we have multiple videos from this video shoot for you to watch on Gone-Gpn.
Hang on, do you want to wipe the blood off your hand first?
Nah.
And that basically concludes day 5.
We're doing great. Having lunch at Moab Diner.
Hopefully you've seen this before. This video has already been uploaded to the Gone-Gpn YouTube channel. This is the Gone-Gpn trail ride, the one time where all of us who are scattered all over the country come together to ride a trail in Moab together once a year. This year we have friends with us, we have subscribers with us. That's right, if you're subscribed to this channel and you're in Moab, you can go on a trail ride with us. We're not shy and we only bite a little bit. We also have our friends from Tuffy Security on the ride with us as well. And somehow we're able to take this whole dysfunctional group and get them safely down a trail. Typically Chris has some kind of history lesson for us from the area, and it's always just a ton of fun. I'm going to end it there because you need to go and just watch the whole video, and while you're at it, watch the past 2 Gone-Gpn trail rides because we have been doing this for about 3 years.
What's the fix? Cement, put it down, grab some Gorilla Tape, put some stitching on the Gorilla Tape, more of the cement, and then more tape, and then a Gone-Gpn sticker, and then we're gonna be perfect.
The trail ride consumes all of our effort and all the storage space on our devices, so that is all you get for day 6.
When I buy my sailboat, I drive somebody nuts, my wife nuts, my sailboat.
Day 7 is a travel day, so it's clean up, pack up, say goodbye, and get on the road.
We just did a pit stop here. Liam and I finished up Moab, and we're trying to make our way to Salt Lake City. And we did a pit stop here, and this is called the salt wash area. I'm not exactly sure what that means. It didn't take time to read all the details, but it's not a bad view. Not a bad view at all.
All right, where are we going?
We're going to Tyler's house in Utah somewhere.
Utah somewhere and then home, right?
And then a 2-hour drive to Salt Lake City to hop on an airplane at 6 p.m.
We're putting on our seatbelts as we're talking because we gotta go.
I'm gonna get home at 1:30 a.m. and then drive for 45 minutes. So what time are you getting in, Liam?
Like 5 in the morning and then driving an hour. So we're excited for close to 24 hours of travel.
Yeah.
Anyway, if we don't see you, we're sleep deprived. It's been a great week. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
And that wraps up Easter Jeep Safari 2024. Thank you for watching all the way till this point. I know it's a long video, but if you have ever wondered what it's like to be a Gone-Gpn member during Easter Jeep Safari, this is the best way we can share that with you. It's always a privilege being a part of this amazing group, and we hope to see you on the trails.